Evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Pardon any sync issues. Just getting the screens correct on my side. I can't even see myself. There I am. Okay. I'll make me small, make the chat room big. And I'm also, of course, I'm on YouTube, but I also have the Twitch chat room open for my own channel on Twitch. Because if you have a handle, you have a chat room, even if you have no content. Because I don't have any content on Twitch. But you don't need any, and it gives you a chat room. Oh, what's up, Michael? Glad you made it. And yeah, Dill Brody, glad you made it in. We owe you Bill Cooper, glad you're in. I'm glad folks remember that I'm half an hour early today because Frank is going live tonight at, pardon me, at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And he's gonna do like last night, I think he said like about an hour, but like we can push him later, we can give him stuff to do. So that's gonna be tonight, just him. It's random. It's whenever Frank does a Saturday show, he might have guests come on. It's, who knows who's gonna be there. He did just start up. This is a real website called speakpipe.com. Like Frank didn't start it, he's using it. It's just voicemail. So I guess you go to this website and you talk at it, and it just leaving a voicemail through a computer. But like the audio quality is so clear, and Frank was encouraging folks to use that to because the theme tonight is folks are supposed to call in or have like the craziest, wildest stories. And the wildest story is going to win prizes, including some stuff from Keto Brainz. I don't even remember exactly what he said yesterday. That was 2 days ago for me now. But like Keto Brainz full stop. You do want to try it out. That's what I'm going to be talking about first this evening, and then I'll get into the rest of the week. But it is just a tad bit early. We'll let some folks file in. It's as odd as it is to see Frank starting his show and it's light outside for him at 7 p.m. It's even more odd to have there be what's probably full on light outside and be live myself. Oh, one to go to. Glad you made it. Said, oh, here we go. Glad I made it. Yep, you got in here. And again, it is so odd. Like if it was a full hour earlier, it would be different. But this half hour thing, like I think I'm starting to get used to it. It's just so like just 30 minutes. And I'm thinking, how would we react if we had to go to, quite frankly, a half an hour earlier? So but it's just so like, why is the 30 minutes weird but not an hour weird? Why is like a half an hour awkward? But I don't know why that is. I've always been like that. I get into a set schedule, and then if it deviates at all, it's just like your boat didn't dock on time and you didn't get your shipment in. It's that kind of, what? Things aren't where they're supposed to be. The light's not right. I'm discombobulated. Oh man, it was a heck of a week at the show. This is what it's like to be a Frankly. It's not all just walking in the room and whipping your pants off and having a good time. It's like anything. It's like a marriage. You have to take the good with the bad. And it was just a trying week at the show with the topics that kept coming up just this week. Uh, I'll be honest with you. If I was not who I am, if I was just like a casual viewer, if I didn't need, quite frankly, the way I do, like some of the stuff that has come up this week, I legit wanted to run screaming for the door in my own house. I never wanted to just like run away so fast because of what just kept coming up, especially on one episode. But at the same time, I can't leave more than that, that I wanted to leave. The stronger feeling was that I couldn't leave the Franklies hanging. So, and then where else am I going to go? There's literally nothing else to do between 7 and 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. So I couldn't go. I was just stuck there listening to it. And one episode felt like 3 hours long. My fingernails feel like, did you ever see the first Jurassic Park and those raptors are going after the two kids? And they've got, like they showed earlier in the film, and you see it in real life. It's like that claw. It's about as long as your hand, but it looks like a cat's claw, but it's that big. That's how my fingernails feel. I can't deal, like I'm clipping them tomorrow. I don't understand how they grew this fast. And I don't remember, I swear I clip them every week. I keep touching them. It's so like I had long fingernails in the 90s. I got off of that. What's up, Arden? It's weird to have them now. I honestly feel like Monster Claw something, like Cocaine Bear without the energy. I keep touching them. They feel fake. I don't like it. Oh, Lisa Gray, glad you made it. I'm a little bit off. Rather than the last episode. Oh, Dale's asking, how did I get to moderate the Quite Frankly chat room? It was just a necessity thing, honestly. I started going to the shows. It was January of 2015, and then by about May of 2016, this was all on Ustream. That's about when the chat room was getting bigger and things were getting crazier. So Frank just took like a handful of folks who were just there consistently and weren't at troublemakers, and then it was like some of the old school Franklies, just got that, and then some time went on, a few years, and some of those people were like just abusing their power, so they lost that. There was Frank had to go through and like demod a lot of people, and they were kind of shocked, but it's like, I mean, you were acting that way for months. I don't know what to tell you, man. Um, so it was a necessity thing, and I was always there. I was never like a troublemaker or trolling or like starting fights, or like we would have discussions, but never fighting with people or nothing like that. I was just sort of like an even keel kind of person, and sort of seeing it small and seeing the way we all enjoyed it. I hang on to that. So I always think about what it was like to be in a little room with 5 people, even though sometimes we'll have the screen going by so fast you can barely pay attention. And I'll have a second chat room open. So like I got to like kind of like grow with it, so I can split my attention like half between the show and half between the chat room. Some folks can't do that at first. That's okay, but give yourself about 3 or 4 months and stick with it, and you'll be able to like 50-50 with it. But yeah, it's just like I'm never like heavy-handed with it. It is rare, very rare nowadays, where like people are like in the chat room cutting up, and I gotta sit there and do the like timeouts and things like that. But it's after 4 years, you've seen it all. I will say that. Everything's just kind of like repeating, like, oh yeah, I've seen this before. Oh, we owe you. Bill Cooper said you also were probably not playing God instead of playing Mod, Nikki. You're one of the best. Yeah, it's never, because you see what I'm like. We're not in there to. I'm not anybody's parent. We're not the chat room kindergarten. You're 18, you're an adult, you should be able to go into the room, read the room, pick up the vibe and proceed. And some people do, some people come in excited. That's okay. They're yelling, like caps lock is on. It's my first live show. I've been watching for 3 years. This is the first time. Like that's okay. Like let them go for a few. Let people be excited, but after a while, like they get with it. But you see how I am. I'm never like singling somebody out, like, hey, you stop doing this, hey, stop doing that, hey, everyone, let's do that. No, it's not, because nobody wants to walk into a room and see that. I don't want to walk into a chat room and see the moderator talking to people like that. I'll just fucking go. Like if you're gonna like heavy hand over the chat room, like thinking you're the person on the screen, fuck you. Like know your place. Like that is Frank's chat room. We're there at his pleasure. So It's like I do like to keep that old school feel to it. So like I don't mind when people like are get like a little bit more argumentative because we used to do that more. Uh you get a feel for when it crosses the line, and since there are so many regulars, like you read the comments and like they get absorbed into one area, but then there's you read comments of new people and like they're kind of separate, like is this person cool, is this person going to be a problem, am I ever, because some people like come in there really strong and you know you're never going to see him again, so it's like, you know what, let them go, they're kind of on a rant, I'm reading this, they're not, you know, necessarily trolling. It's very, everybody's different too. You can't just have like one single way with everybody. Like you really do, as annoying as some people can be, you do have to give folks a chance. So, like, you know, like read what they're doing, you know, take in everything. What's their avatar look like? What's their handle look like? Is it a real name? Is it a goofy name? Is it spelled silly? How do they type? Are they American? It's you can just tell all that stuff. You can sort of like tell their age and just all of that stuff. I take all of that into consideration, you know, while I'm still having fun, and you know, like sometimes they're cool with it and they just blend with everybody and they're fine, but sometimes they just have to be that guy, or like maybe they're just on a tear for 15 minutes and then it gets out of their system. Like we've all gone through that, so like let people go through it. Like even myself, I'm not the same every day, but you know, if somebody's having a bad day, great, they're having a good day, great, let them get it out of their system. Sometimes just gotta type it out. But if it gets to be 45 minutes, an hour into the show, and you're still harping on the one topic, and like say you haven't tried to talk to anybody else or nothing, like I know what you're there to do. So it's, and again, nobody gets like say like a heavy like slam ban unless like you really have to be, you know, like if you come in there after Frank's family, especially his daughter, I'm not you get one line of text and that's it. You're gone. But that's as heavy handed as I have to be. Other folks, if they're really that bad, if they've been going on for that long, like they're not gonna stop. Like give them a timeout. Most of the time they figure it out. You don't owe them any of your time. You do not owe them an explanation. You don't owe them a reason. You don't have like nothing. You owe them nothing. And it's not just because it is because they are a troll, that they want your time, they want your energy, they want your focus, and that's all that is. But they like they're not Frank. The only person who can demand to know why somebody was timed out or kicked out is frankincense. There's not one thing, and it's not like I don't respect the other Franklies, don't get me wrong, but in that situation, like doing like work, like modding work, the only person above me is Frank, so he's the only person who can ask me about it. He's the only person who can judge me in that instance. It's that's all there is to it. Because you do see that a lot of people come back in and then like you get 15 minutes of why was I timed out? That's so fucked up. I can't believe they would do that. It's like, yeah, I can't believe you're the only person complaining about it. You're the only person fucking up and you don't realize that, but go off. I'm laughing while you read the well, like go ahead. Like I'm when somebody gets mad, like too mad and all you can do is laugh, it's like what else? Well, I hope you have a better day. Yo Bill Cooper said, yeah, I like the old school feel as well. How do they spell like gray or gray, neighbor, neighbor? It's it like that one person that came in and their handle was Big Brune Jobby. That's obvious. That's Scottish as fuck. You can't get very much more Scottish than that. Stuff like that. It's just the way people comment. Like, of course, there's spelling. You can tell when somebody's from the UK or something like that, but it's you kind of get a feel for whether or not, because like Americans don't like say cosplay as people from the UK and vice versa. So like you're not gonna nobody's like putting that much effort into putting people on. Oh, what's up, Kara? Glad you made it. Oh, William Bill Cooper. Yeah, you get nothing, nothing. Uh, Cause again, I've seen it all. It's you get some people, you time them out, they come back in, it's like nothing ever happened. You other people, you time them out, they come back in, and they keep at it like nothing ever happened, and then you get like the crying. Some people just understand. You if you again after 4 solid years of it, it's just repeats of things. It's just like recognizing patterns at this point. Like, oh, in the summertime, we used to get like all the porn bots coming in, like stuff like that. It just it flows. It flows. When school gets out, we get a little bit of influx of the younger folks in, and that kind of goes away when they realize there's drugs to do and TikTok to watch. Arden says I'm a good mod. Thank you. I'm kind of suited towards it being a Capricorn. Maybe just sort of stubbornly want things to like just the fun we had at first back when I just didn't care about anything and just said whatever the hell I thought, and then people were grooving with that. Like, oh, hey, we think the same stuff. Cool. Where are you from? Europe. And then everybody was from Europe. Arden said, I remember there was a mod named Jennifer who banned our son because he said something about meat. She was vegetarian. I remember you telling me about that. That's something, because again, like I mentioned about Ryan Swayze 88, and like I didn't know if like there was a blocking issue with something on Frank's end. Like, get in touch with Frank, use his email. If you don't have it, it's quite frankly podcast@gmail.com. But email him with your son's like handle, like the at such and such. Like, give him that, because everybody has this. It's in Google, but you can find the list of people you have blocked so you can unblock them if you accidentally block somebody, or if you decide you like them again and you want to unblock them. There is a list for that. Anybody can get to, but it's only something for Frank's channel. It's nothing I would have access to or anything like that. Dale asks if I'm the one who deletes the occasional troll. Most of the time, I want to say, like every once in a while, like Frank will see somebody in there cutting up, and like I'm thinking, like maybe I'm gonna do something about a minute and a half here, and I guess that's just too much, and then Frank takes care of it. So like every once in a while, it will be another mod, like maybe Zoso Dude or somebody, but it's just because I'm there all of the time. And I don't know how they watch. I don't know if, because like Zoso Dude, he's like driving home from work when the show's on, so I don't know if he can pay that close attention to it. I'd rather him be paying attention to the road. So I get it. But I learned a few years ago to not ask for help. So if you do want to be a moderator, uh it's because for a long time I was doing everything on a phone with a wireless keyboard, and then just like with 7 lines of text back when my eyes were better. But if you do want to be a moderator and there is no help to be had, you do need 2 devices. So I watch the show on the laptop, but I can't always like delete and like get to options as fast. I can on my phone though. So like in that instance, I would have to have like, laptop. Here's my phone. I would have to have it down here. And I would just have, like the one account with the same chat room open, but I can ban faster on my phone and then like read here. I've had to do that before. So yeah, just if you're going to be a moderator, have 2 devices and you will never need to ask for help. Because if you're like me, there isn't any. Like after the fact, like then, oh, what happened? Don't worry about it. I took care of it. So yeah, that's all you have to do is you don't need many moderators. You just need one with 2 devices. And that was back when, again, we're getting like the sex bots in there. They're very obvious, like with these like sexy girl 6969 and like emojis in the like actual screen name and stuff like that. Okay, a long day at Costco and spring cleaning. Nice. Michael, you're from Europe? No shit. Where at? Are a lot of Scottish people? Yeah, we're like slowly building up Scottish folks in the chat room. Like we've got a good, I don't know about 5, but like 2 or 3. that are like, like at least in the YouTube chat room. Oh, Kara said I deal with some real assholes modding over on the Law Tube streets. Oh, I bet. Yeah, we used to have a bunch of spam in the chat on occasion. And that is something else to look out for too. Some people are just like, putting in like text limit messages and they're not speaking to anybody else. Like give them a 5-minute timeout and see if they come back in and do the same thing. Most of the times they don't. Lisa Gray said, I'm the only moderator here and my standard is shut the fuck up. Michael Janney sucks. Oh, Kara said, Zoso is awesome too, but Nikki is queen mod, quite frankly. Oh, thank you. And again, with Zoso, he's like, I know what it's like to be like rushing home and trying to watch the show at the same time. It just, you just can't pay attention 100% to both. So I'm not giving him a hard time for getting off of work then. He should have his entire crew start work an hour earlier just so he can leave an hour earlier. Like, why are you guys so tired? I'm ready to go. Lisa Gray, yeah, here, yeah, at your place, yeah. Shut the fuck. Like, I would watch TV with my boyfriend, and then during the commercial, he would want to talk, and I would want him to shut the fuck up because I want to, like, think about what I just saw. Like, can I have, like, a little bit of silence while this commercial plays? But that's okay. You hear that sound? Yeah, nothing. Let's play the quiet game. Okay, let me start talking about some Keto Brainz. Actually, before I do that, this is why I don't have reviews up on my channel, because I'll put them in the middle of a whole live show, and then I can't just stick to the subject in like one little section, so I can't just clip it out and edit it together, because my nerves are bad now. Yeah, my knee is still messed up. I went to the doctor, but it still hurts enough that I went and got another appointment for next week. So I'm not going to wait 3 weeks to see that man again because he's going on vacation. I think it must be a birthday vacation because his birthday's in May and he's taking a vacation at the end of April. I mean, more power to him, whatever. So after about 5 days, it was time for a nervous breakdown. Great. So all that really did was just kick the depression into high gear. And what that mostly does that's good is kills my appetite. So I didn't have anything today. No calories except for what's in that honey tea, which is just warm honey that's cooled down. Kara said, yeah, Kara, we can thank Jerry Coogan for the Scottish immigrants. Hells yes. Dragon Sage, glad you made it. So I don't like the idea of like doing the extra like standing thing, even though it's not as bad. So like, no, I would rather just not. And it's starting to make me think 99 pounds is too much. So the new goal is 95. Which is perfectly acceptable for my height. I believe that's in like the modeling range. It's not crazy. We've got somebody around here who's like 5'3" and 95 pounds, so it's not crazy. That's not getting into the Karen Carpenter area. I'll be fine. Just reading the chat room here. Oh, nice Dragon Sage. He says he's in his backyard, just lit a fire. It can light up the house of that one lady being a dick about that cat. Ugh. I think about that sometimes. He just has a mean neighbor lady. Yeah. Now, as far as Keto Brainz goes, there is a link in the description. I believe it's the first link in the show's description. It's just ketobrainz.com. Brains with a Z, like we're in the 90s. Now, I got this stuff because they are sponsoring, quite frankly, as of right now. So if you do want to pick you up some, use promo code Frankly. That's just Frankly in all caps to get a percentage off. I forget exactly. I ordered mine back in February. I can't remember back that far. I do want to get more, long story short. William Bill Cooper said to be careful with my weight. Yeah, I am. I'm good. I'm camera thin. It's healthy. I'm not trying to unalive myself by not eating. I don't, after, like, I'm for skinny, but there is a limit. Like, heroin chic is not cute. I don't like that look on anybody. I don't like the look of heroin on anybody. Full stop. That's not cute. It's not gonna show anyway. Cause it's just all my weight's on my knee, and it just can't take 99 pounds. I slept on it wrong, and just now everything's falling apart. Lisa Gray said I wanted to do my trash burn barrel and fire pit some trees slash, but nope, dang wind is 30 miles an hour today. Holy shit. Dragon Sage, so what does Keto Brainz do? This is, what is it? It is this, well, here's the bag. This sucker's, like, here's my forearm. This sucker is huge. And it's empty. It's flat now. I don't want to open it up. It's going to make the room smell like coconut. When I first tried it, I got some samples from, actually from, Frank, and tried it. And right away, it's coconut scented. That's where the energy comes from. So if you do like coconut, great. If you're like me and you don't like coconut because it has the potential to give you a headache, it's still okay. I did not have one issue at all with getting, say, like, extra headaches after I had my coffee, like, nothing like that at all. And after about, like, a week, you kind of don't notice the taste. Like, yes, you notice it has a flavor, but, like, I wasn't sitting there thinking, oh no, I'm drinking coconut, I could get a headache. It's just an extra flavor in it. It's not gonna put you off of it, but again, if you do like coconut, you might be sitting there like scooping more on something like that. And the thing that I did notice also, like, I did get the energy feeling, but I got the focus kind of right away because I was in the middle of watching Dark Shadows. I'm taking notes. And as I'm doing that, I'm realizing I'm making, like, less mistakes. I have to, like, scribble out less words. I'm spelling everything right. I'm not, screwing anything up for, like, well, what, like 2 pages? What the hell? Maybe it's a coffee creamer. So I did notice that right away. But it's not like you did a shot of espresso. It's not, a marching powder. It's not like you smashed an energy drink. It's not that kind of up, it's not jittery at all. It's more of a, like a focused, like, aware kind of up. You're just more with it, I guess is the best way to say it. I've been off of it for a week too, just to, like, gauge the difference. So that's why I'm, like, a little bit less focused today in the last few days. I think that's probably why. But one thing it does have in it, yeah, it does say right away, it does contain lion's mane. Now, I did, before I took this, I had gotten the Cultivate Elevate lion's mane. That's it, like, just the pills on their own. I do like Cultivate Elevate. I've been on about them before, Matt Copper. Lion's Mane is good. It does help you sort of, at least me, it kind of gives me, like, when I first wake up, rather than just, say, like, lying down on the heating pad, quietly thinking with the TV off and all that stuff, it gives me more of, like, a kick in just to, like, get up and start doing things and, like, moving around. But I discovered that's a bad thing if you do have delete yourself depression. Let's put it that way. If you are, say, so sad, so depressed that you cannot get out of bed, all the lion's mane did was just make me more agitated and pissed off about the fact that I couldn't just will myself to get up and just do regular things that I usually do. So it did make me super agitated, but I got like happier, finished taking it, so I was off just the regular full-on lion's mane. So now on to Keto Brainz. This does have lion's mane in it, and it does the same thing. It does kind of give you that like kick to like get up and like, you know, again, like you're not gonna like run around your block, but just like get up, get moving, doing stuff, you know, make your coffee. It did make me want to start drinking coffee immediately rather than like, I'll make it at noon. I'll get around to it. Like, no, I want it right now. I want it in my system. Because it does have calories, I was able to take my vitamins with it. Because I don't usually, like, if I eat, I do like to say just eat once in the middle of the day. So for me, that's like around like 4 or 5 o'clock, you know, like sometime before the show. So I'm not say like, you know, getting up and eating breakfast or anything like that. So it's different for me to have calories before noon and be able to take all of my vitamins and just have those in my system and just have them working. So I like that. And again, you know, like after a week I didn't mind the taste. I just kind of got used to, you know, like scooping it in, adding it in my coffee and just letting it get into my system. Um since you do feel it work, and I did feel the urge to like, okay, I want a second cup of coffee with more in it, and thinking like girl, calm down. It's only gonna do, you know, so much. However, with that, like taking more in mind, now somebody in the chat room had asked because like the Keto Brainz, like the lady's name is Molly. She's been in the quite frankly chat room on YouTube like a handful of times, like in this last month, like since I've ordered mine. So I've been, you know, patted on the brain. And somebody asked like, what's the like limit you can take with that? And she said, you know, well, like stop at 3 scoops. Like, you know, but it's coffee creamer. It's not going to hurt you, but like stop at 3. So I already had that in the back of my head before mine even showed up. And mine did show up on March 6th. And that doesn't mean anything to you. It kind of doesn't mean anything to me either, except the next day, an album was coming out I had to listen to. So the March 6th, I was going to have to be up until midnight and later listening to a CD that was coming out at midnight. So what I did that day was had 3 cups of coffee with 3 cups or scoops of Keto Brainz. And while I wasn't, you know, like jittery or nothing like that, I was able to stay up until 4 a.m. and have to tell myself to go to sleep. Normally, I'm the kind of person who nods out after, quite frankly. So 9:30, 10 o'clock, if I see that, it's rare. So for me to just be up that late anyway, like I'm sitting there like I'm texting my brother back and forth about this album, then it got to be 2:30 and I'm like, you know, I probably shouldn't be expecting text back from him, like girl, calm down. So I did have like extra one day, and then like for 3 days I did like half a scoop. I didn't want to, but I didn't know what that much was going to do to me, but oh well, I needed to stay up, so it is what it is. But I didn't say like have like detox jitters coming down from it. It wasn't like I was shaky for 3 days after just taking half of a scoop. So that was not an issue. And let me look at the chat room. I hate to see it going by and not being able to say anything. Oh, Lisa Gray, yeah, I prefer lean as opposed to skinny. Yeah, lean. I like that. Or yeah, lean. Dill had snow showers this morning in Pennsylvania. Lame. Oh, you use coconut water in your protein shakes? I've heard a lot of good things about coconut water for years now. It's just good stuff. Lisa Gray, yeah, Nikki, you're a field tester. Yeah, well, Frank was offering to send folks free samples of Keto Brainz back in February. And then just for whatever reason, I got into my head. I'm like, well, let me ask. The worst he can tell me is no. So that's how I got those. And I tried it and I liked it. And then I had to like white knuckle it a couple of days to actually like get my bag of it. It's like, I want this stuff before the album comes out so I can be awake. Oh, Kara just said you only take a small teaspoon amount. That's one thing I didn't try was say like taking like just half of it for a while to see if I still had like the same effects. And what's up to John Rogers and to Jenna? Glad you made it. Dragon Sage, yeah, so 4 scoops and you'll really trip out. Yeah, dude. Don't need to be like up and see the sun come up. Like, whoa. Like, no, I'll get tired as hell at 11 a.m. and then miss the next show. So, no, the next day was Friday. I couldn't fall out. But, again, it's not, it would have been different if you would have, say, like, drank 3, energy drinks. Like, yeah, then you would be shaken and you would be up until sunrise and be fried the next day. So it's not, it's like a natural alertness. It's not, oh, Dandy, glad you made it. It's not, something you got from the street pharmacist. It's a very natural, healthy up. Oh, Dragon Sage says, happy pink full moon tonight, everyone. Oh, cool. Oh, Jenna, meteor showers this week too? Nice. We haven't looked at the moon in a long time. I know I'm right in the middle of a review, but where's the moon? Oh, look at all the planets. Okay, so there's Saturn and Mercury and Venus. There's the sun. This is Skyview free. It's a free app. Shows you everything to Saturn. It doesn't show you anything past Saturn. Where's the moon? If I was the moon, there it is. Ha ha. It always looks full on that. Oh, how do I get the hell out of this app? Distraction. Well, I do want to say it does say it has a 30-day supply. It kind of really does. Like, if okay, maybe it took a little bit extra that first day, but there's probably enough in here for like maybe 1 full scoop. And it does come with a scoop inside. And then, like, yeah, it has all these other good things in there. And I thought about going to the website and reading it, but I knew I was going to forget it just as soon as I did read it. So it wouldn't do me any good to sit there and read something to be here and like, and it does. I don't know that side of it. Like I understand ketosis is a good thing to get into. And they have explained these things on Quite Frankly. It's not that I'm not paying attention. I do go to all these episodes. I do listen to everything they say. But my memory's like a sieve, so just most of it falls out. So, like, the information is out there. I've just forgotten most of it. Oh, we owe you. Bill Cooper said I do like coconut nice. Yeah. And like the back has like all this information about it. Like if you go to the website, they'll tell you. Like they're very like they want you to know what's in it. They're not trying to be secretive about it at all. Again, 110 calories per serving. That might be about as much as a serving of orange juice. So you can take your vitamins with it. So yes, it has calories. Yes, it does technically break your fast. So if you are that strict with your fasting, again, maybe have this with your second cup of coffee, not the breakfast cup. But if you have had the free samples, there's literally no difference. It's just a bigger bag. And that's it. The only reason I did not order more right away is the lion's mane thing. I don't want to have my knee be messed up and just me be lying there in pain and then be frustrated on top of it because I can't get up and do anything. So I'm waiting until after my Wednesday appointment to hopefully he's gonna, fix me up and then I can order more, have that come along on the way. Because Keto Brainz is offering like free stuff if you order from them this month, April. Let me plug this in. I'm just going to Keto Brainz right now. It might say something about salt, like something you put in and then it adds electrolytes. I know electrolytes are good. I know what that is. I'm clearly not Jay Gulanello. And then there are quite a bit of pop-ups here. But ever since I ordered from them, I keep getting emails like, okay, this week we're having a sale on this, or if you like that, we're having a sale on that, and discounts. So like they always have like stuff going on. And they do have other stuff besides coffee creamer there. This is just the one thing Frank mentioned. Like that, like they sell their mug, and they got like the kind of mug you can, like the brass knuckle, handle type of mug like that, and like their big elegant long a spoon for scooping it out. Arden said it's cloudy tonight here. It would be. Anytime there's a full moon or any kind of eclipse, it's cloudy. That's why I'm surprised I saw that one in April last year. Oh, Kara said I'm lean too, so I feel I would be fine with the kitty dose. Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with just taking maybe a half a scoop of it and doing that in your coffee. Like all it's just gonna do is make it less not coffee cream colored. Uh, And then I do remember that I want to say Lisa mentioned trying it with some a dandelion tea. Still want to do that with the little bit I have left. It's just with the knee messing up. It just, destroyed everything. Oh, Jenna said I make shakes with liver, heart, and spleen. Oh, cool. Spleen singular, not spleens plural, not spleens the cat. And since I have been off of it for 6 days, the last time I took it was on the 6th of this month. I immediately regretted it because right away I'm pouring my coffee, or it's coming out of the machine. It's just like, oh, I guess it's just gonna stay that color because I add in the colloidal colloidal, I don't know that word, silver. And then I've got like the pearl powder. It's like the loose pearl powder again from Cultivate Elevate for my eyes. So like I put that in the coffee too. But it all stays the same color, so it's like, oh, there's no keto braid, so it's not gonna change color, okay. And then I take a drink and it doesn't taste like keto brain, so I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it is gonna taste different too. Then I got pissed off because I couldn't take my vitamins because it didn't have calories in it. So I was like, ah, right, very first day, instant regret. Like, damn it, I got into a routine with this stuff. But I mean, like that's okay. That's fine. It was just, again, you get into a set routine, you stop doing it for a while, but still take your vitamins. And then just like slowly as the days go by, again, like I haven't felt like a huge crash. So the crash I've felt is from, like not having to do with keto brain. So like it doesn't feel like I'm like just slowly getting worse. Like if I am, again, it's not from that stuff. You don't crash on it. I don't feel like I'm detoxing off of it. I don't have like jitters from it. It's not giving me like the detox headache, like nothing like that. Oh, Bill Cooper, Keck, Nikki. Yeah, thanks. Dragon Sage sounds like a witch's brew. Like, how many things do you have to put into a cup of something to call it a tonic? I looked up the definition of tonic, but still, it feels like a tonic. It's like coffee plus the drops plus the pearl powder plus the keto brains, and then it turns a different color, and you have to mix it. It is weird about when you put the stuff in, you do have to mix it up. It does want to like clump together and just stay with its buddies. Like, hey guys, we're in this together, right? Because I tried different things with it. Like one day I made it and then I just put the scoop in. I didn't mix it up, and then I had to like go out, come back. It was cold, but I'm not so old that I can't drink cold coffee. And you just like stir it up and just drink it, and it still works the same. It was just colder. Yeah, Jenna's just grinding up, people. Oh, it tastes like chocolate. Oh, it helps your skin and hair. That's cool. And then separately, like I haven't tried this, but I do have just like loose powder, like cocoa powder. I haven't mixed that in with the Keto Brainz, but that would be something to try. I really do want to get more. I want my knee to stop hurting so I can do things, so I can take more Keto Brainz and not be frustrated, so I can focus and get stuff done. Dale, how does one acquire spleen? I don't know about one spleen, but you can get spleens plural. Just go to Gray Still Plays and look up The Sims. He has a calico cat named Spleens. Actually, when you subscribe to the channel, you get it. You don't get a choice. It gives you this little like emoji thing behind your name, and it spleens the cat, and then like his bow tie changes color based on how long you've been subbed. Like I think after 6 months it turns red. Right now it's blue for me. Jenna, AB complete. Is it a powder or is it a pill? I want to say like because I've tried a few quite frankly products. This has got to be like the up in there in the top two of how much I enjoy taking it and the benefits I feel that it gives me. Like it's up there with the Cultivate Elevate stuff. Since it does work right away, you don't crash on it, and it's all healthy stuff. Like the only reason you wouldn't be able to take, like look at all of the ingredients. If there's something in there you can't take, hold off on it. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves on any kind of product, even though it all seems natural to me. And then they explain like where the word nootropic comes from and all that stuff. They really get into it. Oh, it is a powder. Cool. Now that you mentioned that, Jenna, probably what is it? GNC, the big old like tubs of stuff, and then like like the powders you put into your milkshakes. That is my only hang up. That's why it kind of pisses me off with that pearl powder. I find that I become very frustrated when I'm dealing with powder that I am not partying with. It just frustrates the hell out of me. I'm just wired that way. So it's like I'm messing with all this powder and I'm just putting it in a cup just to drink and just. Ugh. But that's just a me personally thing. Like if it was pills, it would just be the same thing, popping it into your drink. It wouldn't make much sense to do it like that. But that's just a me thing. So like I do like it. I do want to get more. Like literally the only hang up I have is just personal problems. If I didn't have that, I would have ordered it last week, but we'll wait and see. I'm kind of thinking I'm probably going to order more just to say the hell with it. Kind of to get it on, like, because they are offering some of that extra stuff this month. And then again, promo code Frankly. They do sponsor, quite frankly, frankincense. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's like a percentage of, but I don't know how any of that stuff works. But if you're getting it, it's helping yourself out. It's helping out, quite frankly. And if you're helping out, quite frankly, then you're helping out all of us by keeping the chat room and the show going. So it's a win-win-win situation. Again, even if you don't like coconut, like I couldn't sit here and eat like a Mounds bar, I would get a headache. I couldn't sit here and eat a peppermint patty, I would get a headache. But this stuff here, even 3 scoops of it in one day, and I was fine. So there, that is. If it was something different, like again, if it was like peppermint, I could not go anywhere near it. There's no, like, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you about it. That's why I didn't try that one version of the Yes Cacao, because it does have peppermint oil in it. No issue with this at all. I would say for the price, that's not bad. Like the price listed on the website, I want to say it's something like $54, but oh, Dandy, have a great night, everyone. Dive bar time, sweet. Again, promo code Frankly. I want to say when you first go to the website, they're like, "Hey, sign up for our emails, and you get 20% off." So like look around for a discount. Don't pay full price. And was it last week when she was on? last week or the week before, but she has been on the show before to talk about her product. Nice lady. It was a fun time. Like she looks very healthy. I don't know like this lady's age or nothing like that. All this stuff, but she just looks like in good health. So she must have been taking this stuff for a while now. But yeah, that's this giant bag here. And like the back is so busy. Got all this stuff going on, and the font is teeny tiny. But that's okay. Made in the U.S. from domestic and imported ingredients. Gluten-free, soy-free, lactose-free. Contains tree nuts, coconut, and milk. Parentheses, casein. So yeah, it's good stuff. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I really do think I'm gonna end up getting more of it just because I liked it so much. And again, I don't, I kind of miss the taste now that I haven't had it in my coffee for about a week. As weird as that is. And then if you are interested in like the health benefits from it, like please do check out the website, read everything that they have there. Oh, she is on Twitter. So like you could tweet at her. I don't know if her DMs are open, but if you have that urgent of a question, you can like tag her and ask and all that good stuff. So she seems like a nice lady. I had like tweeted something about it, I think, when I got my bag, and she liked my tweet. So it's like, oh, that's nice of her. Cool. Yeah, so check out, and I'm not a coffee creamer person at all. I was like straight up black coffee. I got back into drinking coffee from Dark Shadows. I was not planning on putting nothing in it, and then just how the way things happen. So that's I guess I'm a coffee creamer person just for that stuff. I'm not gonna run out and start buying half and half, and it's already got creamer in it. What the hell's the point of that? So yeah, good old as nervous as I was to first take it because it had coconut in it, like jump to now, holy crap, I want more. So it's very cool. It takes the better part of a week for it to get to me, maybe about a full week. That's not terrible. I don't mind waiting for stuff. I'm not gonna pay more for them to rush it to me. It's not insulin. I'm not type 1 diabetic. It's not that serious, but I'm glad they offer that in case you're the person who like okay, you have to have it to give to somebody as a birthday present. Okay, maybe I understand that, but like plan ahead. Calm down. Yeah, Keto Brainz Nootropics, link in the description. A promo code frankly for quite frankly. And since I'm not sponsored, I will let you know again that the website is a little bit of a pain to use. It does have pop-ups. It does try to add some kind of shipment protection thing for a few bucks. I don't need that, so I had to bounce back and forth a few times to make it not add that. But just after it couldn't have been for more than 5 minutes out of my day to do absolutely everything. Plus, they give you something called, I think it's like Keto Bucks. So when I do go to order more, I'll have that to put towards what I buy, theoretically. So that's cool. Oh, hell yeah. Kira said raspberry lemon muffin time for me. Dude, awesome. I think I said everything I need to say about Keto Brainz. Try it out. If you've had it once, you know how it's gonna go the rest of the time with it. So I'm looking forward to having more focus and making less. I want to call them typos, even though it's when I'm writing. Okay, quite frankly, this week started at the Monday show, and I learned from last week, even if he doesn't schedule it, it's still gonna be on. So just plan on being there at 11 a.m. because Frank's drinking coffee and he's talking about it. But he's got the new mug. It looks I it looks like it's smaller than the other mug, but maybe that's just because it's like it's got like the little it's got a waist. Like this girl's been working out. It's a sexy cup. Actually, in my head, the first mug is a boy, and then this mug is a girl, and they're both dating. I don't know if they ever met. That's just my head canon. But I keep asking Frank how many ounces it is. One day we're gonna figure it out, like just get a measure. I know he's in his kitchen. I don't know the layout of his house. I assume it's like an island and he's got like the kitchen island. Open floor plan. Just walk into the kitchen, grab a measuring cup, put water in it. Just like I just want to know like the ounces just to tell people. Just to know, like, is one 20 ounces and one's 19? Are they both 20? I don't know. Oh, cool. Kristen's said it's not smaller. Nikki had designed it. Oh, she designed it. Sweet. Yeah, that is a sexy cup, man. All right, 12 to 14 ounces. Because I know I had asked Frank what the size of the first one was. Like, I can remember that. So, but he has said it. Nice. Yeah, Dandy said might be back for some Frank later. Sweet. That's not bad at all. That's a nice cup. And what's up to Krista? Yeah, hot mug. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she said the ounces are on the website and in the newsletter. Yeah, the two places I didn't check. Great. Yeah, thank you. That's why Frank won't say. It's already written down somewhere. That makes sense. Should have just told me to look it up. That's okay. Thank you for telling me. But yeah, Mercury retrograde like last Monday, even double checked. It was over on the 6th, and there we were on the 7th. So we don't have to worry about that again until like middle of July. It doesn't matter. Just don't think about it for a few months. We don't have to deal with it. It's just gone for a few months now. It's okay. So that's over with. And Frank has been mentioning a little bit this year, every so often, or maybe he just reads it and he just says it back, that food prices are down. Where the only food that I've seen go down is, and not in a sexy way, is a head of lettuce went from fucking two whole goddamn dollars and 6 cents to it's been so long since I bought it, I forgot, like $1.80 something. But that's it. Like the eggs I have not bought in a year are still $5.87. I thought they were $6 before. Okay, so that's two things that went. Oh no, the price of my popcorn went up. So prices are still increasing. What else went up? I'm not even going to look at the price of cheese because the price of cheese goes up every time I turn around. Okay, a head of lettuce is $1.84, but to make up for that, two other things are more expensive. What else do I usually buy? Swear to God. So food prices are not going down. They're not going down in amount. They're not going down on your penis. Nobody's getting any. Art said eggs are down. Also oil. Dill, not down in Pennsylvania. Can't wait to get the garden going. Oh, sweet. Right, Dragon Sage, a head of lettuce going down. Yeah. But there was no Pornhub logo at all. Like, no 70s music. It was 0% sexy. Jenna said to Krista, "Can you try to get the best damn roofer on the show? What? When they can get him on the roof? He can go out on the balcony." I've heard of that guy. Does he actually like? Is he a roofer? Like, is he actually like doing a show up on a roof? Sitting there just hammering away, trying to talk to people. This is cool. Oh my god. Oh, this is why you have to go to. Oh, he's Canadian. Oh, on the roof. Okay, I get it. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Dragon Sage. I forgot he's Canadian too. Yeah. Krista said, I think the guest was discussed with Frank. She's gonna remind him. Haven't been booking. That's cool. Oh, Dragon Sage. Yeah, it's a few towns over from me. Call him over. Tell him to fix your roof. Yeah, you do have to go to the Monday shows because you're going to hear stuff there that you're not going to hear anybody else. And Frank's going to do, because Frank's been doing, why did I write that down? May Public. I wrote down May Public Book Club, but that's not true. He's doing a public movie club for May. Has not said. I don't know how Frank does his movie club. I know how we do it here. I don't know how Frank does it. I know he chooses a movie, but then he said it's also public. So with that in mind, one, I know he's going to pick a film that I cannot find anywhere because like while I'm not even in his movie club, cannot find Rear Window for free anywhere. I want to watch it for myself, can't. So what's going to happen is Frank's going to pick a movie that I won't be able to find for free. But what he might do, since he knows he can do this, I don't know if he will, but he can like play it through Discord or something so we can see it that way. Don't ask me what time and all that kind of stuff like that. It's probably going to be late as hell. I'm going to have to all this stuff. But I digress. It's going to be public. It's going to be a movie club. This is the only way I'm going to get to see the way Frank does his movie club. So I'm super excited about it. I hope it's a good movie. I hope it's not something that I was thinking about covering. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what his tastes in movies are really, except for like just a few. But that's going to happen in May. I don't know when in May. Sometime within those 31 days. Dragon Sage said that that roofer fella is in, or he's in Hamilton, but then that guy is in Kitchener, like a kitchen, but more like bathroomer or living roomer. That's a real that's a real city name. Kitchener. I didn't know Canada was funny. That's a name. That's such an Australian name for a Canadian city. Kitchener. Oh wait, Bill Cooper said Hamilton, go Tiger Cats, Dragon Sage. Ah shit. Hold on. Can't see. Gotta stop everything. Because my glasses are dirty. But yeah, so Frank's gonna do his movie club. And if it's like book club, then will we sit and talk about it for an hour? We would sit and talk about it for an hour, like on a Monday after the Monday show. So I'll have to miss my other show. That's fine. And wait, that would just be talking about it. That wouldn't be watching it. If it stands to reason that if he's going to have a public movie club, he should have a way for us to either watch the film together or have it be like the way I do it, have it be a free film so that way everybody can have access to it on like YouTube, Tubi, Pluto TV. My hair's messed up now. William Bill Bill Cooper, yes, it is a real city named Nikki. This is Basementer. This is Atticer. Oh, we have Attica. Kitchener. That's cute. Kitchener. Oh my god. He drinks beers and gets high while working. The roofer guy, not Frank. Arden Rear Window is pretty good. It's got some weird singing and dancing. Oh, Krista Celine, yeah, he needs to pick movies at least available on YouTube or Netflix. As long as it's like free to access, that's the thing. Dragon Sage, yeah, funny town name, Kitchener, Ontario. They better have some badass food in that town. I know that's. What do you mean the kitchen's closed? Krista says, movie club was my idea, but I haven't had any input in choosing except suggesting it gets paired with book club. Oh, cool. Maybe do Stand By Me and The Body paired together. Read the book first. I kind of thought of that because, I mean, like, I didn't think of the idea ahead of you. I'm not saying that, but I was thinking of, because after you talked about pairing the book with the movie, Frank did mention reading Huckleberry Finn. Dude, I just watched that movie last year. It has Mickey Rooney in it. It's on YouTube. It's good. He's a good actor. Never mind what he did off the set. He's a good actor. It's like that would be cool to do for you guys who know how to read. Oh, the girl across the courtyard is a dancer. Wait, Rear Window, is that the one where he's got like the busted leg and he like sees stuff going on outside? Bart Simpson did it on The Simpsons. Rover, what's up? Asking, have you ever heard the song Sandusky by Uncle Tupelo? Nah, man, I haven't heard of him either. Is it I was gonna just kind of ask the genre of song or something like that. Like, is it a rock song? Is it a? It kind of doesn't matter. William Bill Cooper, damn straight. Read The Silence of the Lambs and watch the movie. Fuck yes, I've done both. If you like any of the Thomas Harris, the Dr. Hannibal Lecter films, if you like any of those movies, read the fucking books. Holy shit! Watch or read Red Dragon's the best book, and then like it goes down. Not saying like Hannibal was like bad at all. I'm just saying the best book is the first one, Red Dragon, and then just like each one is different, but definitely Red Dragon. Start with the first one, do them all. Hannibal Rising is a better book than it is a movie. Of course, it's The Silence of the Lambs is the best, film adaptation. But the best book, oh, definitely Red Dragon. Oh, I smashed through those books so fast in the summer of like 99, 2000. So I got all of that downloaded into my head quickly. But that, like, even like I'm sure people are like still to this day scared of Anthony Hopkins because he played that character so well. Oh, Krista, no way. Rear Window is on YouTube, but most things are pay per view. Ah, those bastards. I used to get everything free on demand. Now everything is behind streaming paywall. My cable is outrageous. I hate these streaming services. Ah, those bastards. All right, it's like 50s modern music. Oh, cool. Dale said, yeah, sometimes you can't even watch a baseball game unless you subscribe to a streaming service. I don't even watch sports, and I know that's stupid. Oh, yeah, Krista asking me if I looked into those Melon Heads of Ohio. Yeah, I did. It's I mentioned it at the time too. It's so what it is, it's like these folks with these like giant heads. Like kind of think of like a Stewie Griffin kind of head, but instead of football shaped, just big and round. If you saw like MTV Oddities, the head like that, but not as tall. So what happened? There's like these freaky humanoid creatures with these big heads, and they're only in like Ohio, Michigan, and like Connecticut. Those states don't even touch. But all you have to know is the way all these cryptids and stuff get around. Like there's tunnels everywhere, so like tunnels. That's how they get around. So that's why they're just in those three areas. And also know that guys will fuck anything, and that's why they still exist. So guys are just finding these random female ones and making more, and then they travel to their three states. So that's all that really is. It is creepy to see it. They try to make very mysterious. Like there's creepier cryptids out there. That's really all that is. Isn't there a candy called melon heads too, or sour heads or something like that? Yeah, Public Movie Club. I don't know why I wrote book in May. I'll keep you posted because I want to go to that. Now the Monday show we had Dilly on, and usually that guy, like you can tell with his voice that he yells a lot, and then he speaks like just high enough that it's always got this scratchiness, and my ears can't take that. But like before, I've had to mute him. Did not have to do that at all this time. I got to hear everything the man said. Did not have to mute him, and he was so nice. I don't even know this man, but I kind of wanted to. Yeah, lemon heads Rover. Yeah, thank you. It's like, why am I thinking about candy while I'm looking this stuff up? Because Dilly has this giant neon pink, gay, fucking huge ass sign behind him. I'm not even trying to read it. It's big and pink and gay. But what he did, he's got two cameras, and he was just nice enough to use the camera that was like off to the side, so his body was blocking that gay ass sign and not hurting my eyes. So awesome. Again, don't know this man. I don't think he knows me. He's cool for that. Good guy. Didn't yell. I know he's a Gemini too, but now Blue Lotus said this. They said the longer you look into these rabbit holes, the more silent the T. And I did have to read that twice. I was like, oh, rabbit hole without the T. I get it. Ha ha. Did I feel stupid because I only read catalogs? LOL. Hey, at least you can read. I couldn't even read my own notes the other day. I was so stressed out. I did a 3 disc recap of Dark Shadows, 5 episodes too soon, because next and back look like the same word, okay? So I had to watch 5 episodes, and I've got to read them back and then compare them to my recap, and I couldn't even do that. I like read 2 episodes, had to set it down, read 2 more, and just I know that doesn't equal 5, but it's a combination of the delete yourself depression plus the not being on the Keto Brainz for almost a week. It's not doing me any favors. Oh, John Rogers, that's nice of him. He watched his language when he's on with Frank. Yeah, yeah. It's one thing to swear on your own channel. It's one thing to, swear in somebody else's house. Krista said to me, am I going to participate in the voicemails? It's free online. I've been asking Frank for years to incorporate it into the show production. I was just telling people about that earlier, too. I don't have any stories. I can't think of anything. Um, I'm using like if I could think of something, I would bring it up, but nothing came to mind. Um, my brain power just isn't. I would like to, like, I have it in the back of my head because of Frank's mom every so often will ask me why I don't call in, and it's just like it just I don't have anything to say because Frank wants people to call in on topic, and while some people can call in and be off topic, I'm not one of those people. I call in and I have to say everything in one breath. So I've got that anxiety to, like, not screw up in 60 seconds and not have to, like, in the middle of it. And and then, like the anxiety from, like, calling in, it's very intense. And so I never have anything like that snappy to say that I can call in with. Because if I don't write it down, I'll forget it. Dragon said, yeah, come on, that one time at band camp. I did have a disgusting story to tell, but I told it to my brother because I'm not going to say it on camera. Um, I'll try to think of something. My brain is just not working with me this week. It's everything I could do to just, like, just suck it up and get in front of you guys to do this tonight. I would like to, though. I see it sitting there. I know time's just wasting away. Like the way, if you want to, like, look at time in a different way, because we have different years. Yesterday, the 11th of April, is 6 months into the year for me. Like, the year is half over for me. I know it's just starting for everybody. That's spring. It's like, oh, the rest of the year for me, we're halfway into it. Dill said I'm very snappy. Yeah, thank you. It's just that I don't um like it's different in the chat room because I don't have to remember anything because it's all written down. But then if I have, like, think of a snappy line, I would have to write it down and be dialing and be worried about, like, muting my stuff that's making noise and then trying to say everything in one breath because Frank's not going to give me 5 minutes to talk on his channel because I just don't have that staying power when I'm on with him because I get nervous. So, like I like it. My call quality is not as good as the other one. So, like, I get it. I'm not. I get it, but it's a lot. Oh, I bitch website. I'm glad you made it. I tried this. Ah, got it down here. The Keto Brainz. Oh, when did I start the review? After about 20 minutes, I started talking about it, half an hour, something like that. It's just for the coffee creamer. I don't know much about, like, ketosis, like dieting. I'm not Jay Gulanello, but as far as it, like, giving you a bit of extra energy that you don't crash on, that you're not, like, addicted to at all, and it's just like a natural, healthy, like, up focus kind of a thing, then hell's yeah. Jenna said he needs to be nicer to callers. Sometimes he needs to be meaner to callers. Like that one chick who called in and she had that scrapey, crackly audio. I had to fucking mute it. He should have hung up on her. Like, call me back on something else, lady. I'd have to, like, be able to, like, remember what ketosis is. I say my brain power is just not. Krista, what's the worst name you've ever heard? Real name a person had given to them by their parents. One of the worst I came across some of the silliest, most retarded fucking names on the planet at my last job. But I didn't write them down because I didn't want to be reminded of it, like saying them back. And, like, it's not even like a whole, like I'm not gonna say somebody's, like, full first and last name that I got from a job, and it's not even like a confidentiality thing. It's just out of, like, respect, even though, fuck about 99% of the people that deal with that company. But this was not this was just a first name. This was like an Indian, like a dot Indian person. And I had to speak to this person the whole time and not laugh. I've come across sillier names, but this was just a first name, like hand to heaven. Shit you not. This was what their name was. I'll type it over here too. This was a female Indian. Oh, and Valbiro, glad you made it. Yeah, Frank needs to be, like, meaner to some people and nicer to others. Just it's just a little bit skewed. Um, And like I'm sure I could think of some other ones. Like one was like Hard Rick or Rick Hard, so it made me think of Thick Rick, who like we know, who I named. But yeah, a porn tip. That's not. How is that How are you? That's like having like the N word with an ER as your name on your credit card. Like it, you can't say that word on this. It just whatever. It wasn't even. It was just like one of the harder calls to get through. Like there were a few other ones where I had to like mute myself, crack the fuck up, and then continue to talk to that person. Dragon Sage, I had a have used to have a client named Peter Pullen. No joke. Hey Peter, how's it hanging? That's a tight handshake you got there. Whew. Dill said Fanny Fartley. Not even kidding. First of all, Fanny. Krista had my delivery driver last week named Fardin. Fardin. I came across a lot of people who did not know how to pronounce their own last names because they were illiterate. Remember the vintage, like the freezer, the old vintage freezer somebody had on their front porch? Like they ripped the door off and they ran it 24/7 for a solid week. It was 72 years old and it was like $3 and change to run that whole thing, no door on it, for a week. I don't know how much other refrigerators run. I'm sure it's ridiculous. And don't even get me started about smart appliances. William Bill Cooper, I know that that can't be like, no, you're not a real person with the first name like that. I cannot take, I refuse to take you seriously. Dragon said, yeah, funny stories about Frank coming home drunk, tucking at Belviro. That man cannot hold his liquor. How do I have a dream about the guy and he can't hold his liquor? Then in real life he's falling out. You're cool now, aren't you? Jenna, my boss was Michelle Dicklick. Wow, she missed her calling. I hope she's on OnlyFans. When I was in IT analysis, I worked with two engineers, Dragon Sage is saying, from India, Nashat and Gopi, pronounced no shit and Gopi. Yeah, that's one thing they're great at over there. Krista, Chris Peacock. Crispy cock. That's not good. Chris Peacock sounds like a name somebody would super chat into Frank with. Dragon Sage saying to Frank's mom, mothers are saints. I put my poor mom through hell. I'm so glad that cousin Sherry asked M. Belbiro about Frank's birth because I was wondering about that, but how do I ask? And then like she just asked about it. It's like yeah, just a whole 2 fucking days. Like newspapers were printed and came out, and she's still in labor. Like not on the first. Come on. I've got stuff. I'm missing my show. I forget if there were reruns back then, but I'm sure there were shows to miss. Hmm. Frank was playing some kind of retro music at the start of Tuesday's show. Can't remember what it was. Tuesday, I was going through it. Oh, Krista, he was from England. Yeah, they do tend to have a little bit sillier names over in England without realizing it. Oh, what was the one I thought of? It's not gonna come to me now. I'm live. It was good. I promise. It was like medium funny. It'll come back to me when I'm not live. I'll write it down. Crispy cock sounds like a Filipino venereal disease. It sure does. Crispy cock is like the one that one item on like the Asian food. You know how they've got like a picture of all their food and like they show somebody cry, like they're crying and they're eating it. Crispy cock, very hot. Dude, I love when guys from India are called Peter. Like, oh yeah, that's you were born with that name, sir. Dragon Sage, all the stories come out now, eh, Frank? Like huge erection, or Oliver clothes off. Dr. LSD trails, or just LSD. Those aren't mine, but I can admit it. I'm not a joke stealer. Yeah, so apparently they cloned a couple of dire wolves. I said, great, now we're going to get White Walkers. Apparently, you didn't watch all of Game of Thrones. That's why they sell all of it in a box set. So you have to choke down the last 2 seasons. They're not all bad. They're not all bad. They're not all good either. William Bill Cooper. It sounds like a poor translation. Yeah. I know their last name is all Patel. Or literally keyboard smash. Here's last names you see on that just run on. They're gonna have to make credit cards longer and stuff because you see somebody with the last name like that. It's just like this is not even. I refuse to read any word that long. The ancient Egyptian words are not that long. I'm not gonna read a word longer than an ancient Egyptian word. No. Erica, glad you made it. Oh, watching Twilight Zone, sweet. Somebody called into the show and that like they were kind of excitable and kind of random, like Willie Fix It, but they also sounded kind of gay. So I was like, is this the gay Willie Fix It? Willie wasn't there at the time. He was there another time, but I mentioned that to him. And Frank did say at one point, I didn't get the time, but he did say, I want cocaine. I put it in quotes. That means he said it. Dragon Sage, I'm excited about direwolves and White Walkers. My archery business is going to be booming. Yeah, I'm going to have to order a bow from you if that's the case. Oh, watching the 80s film? Nice. The Twilight Zone? Oh, The Hitchhiker. And that's when Frank told the story about like the 10 miles of dick. You're talking about like, oh, my girlfriend said she was wild and back in college, and then I figured out she had this many guys. So if the average penis length is this, that means she's had 10 miles of dick, and she's not my girlfriend anymore. B Chap, what's up? Dragon Sage, want to see something really scary? No woman has a wild phase in college. No woman has a wild phase in high school. No woman has like a wild phase in her early 30s. Once a whore, always a whore. You cannot take that out of that whore. It's in her DNA. That's all she's ever going to be. Take it from me or find out the hard way. Jenna, Friday the 13th scared me. Titanic scared me. That's the first time I ever watched a movie and then had to literally sit up in bed to go to sleep because I thought at 15 years old that I was going to lie down and go to sleep and drown and die. Hand to heaven. Swear to God, was not even on drugs back then. Regular Titanic, 1997. You know what I'm going to say next? James Horner, Billy Zane. And then check out Back to Titanic because as a film composer, if your score sounds too much like something else you did, you can get hit with copyright for sounding like yourself. So Back to Titanic was James Horner got to revisit Titanic well, without the copyright, he could just like go back to it and do whatever else he wanted to it. They usually you just have to like finish everything up at the score, and that's everything you want to do with it. Why did my camera do that? So sorry. I thought I got shorter for a second. Sorry, I don't know how long it was like that. You just have to like you have to shoot your load in one shot, and then that's all you can do with that score forever because you can't revisit it. Whereas again with Back to Titanic, you could revisit it and flesh it out a bit. And yeah, I wish I would have realized how important that CD was at the time, and I just had it sitting there with everything else. I listened to it and I appreciated it. I didn't realize how important it was at the time. B-Chap, thanks for reminding me. I was watching the film Baby Driver the other day, though I thought it got too late and forgot to view the rest of the movie. I've heard Baby Driver is good, but I have also heard it's about a fellow with tinnitus, so they do have times where like they just have like that ringing sound, and as a person with tinnitus, I can't hear that, so I can't watch that movie. Unless I want to mute it, it's not going to tell me when to unmute it, so there's no point. This was Tuesday's show. This guy called in talking about it's so worth it as a guy. Like you're at work, you're busting your ass, you're killing yourself for these assholes, but then you come home and your wife's there taking care of the kids at the house and doing all like that makes busting your ass at work worth it. Knowing your woman's at home taking care of the rest of the family. That's one of the best calls we've gotten on the show. I like that guy. I don't remember his name. That was a cool call. I'll be Chip said I've seen Baby Driver before though. It's an alright action type of motion picture. Yeah, that's basically it. Just seems like a non-stop. Oh yeah, good night, Envil Bureau. Glad you made it. It's like the guy's got tinnitus, so he's always playing music. So like the movie does have like a score or songs going on all the time. But then if they get into that ear ringing sound, I just can't. That is about all I can say nice about the Tuesday show. Um, I did want to leave during that show. I've heard some of the most disgusting things in my entire life during that episode. I would not give anybody points off for having run the fuck out of there. That show felt 3 hours long. I did not have fun. Other parts of it were fun, but for the most part, no. That's gotta be 10.5 years ago, and quite frankly, there have been other shows I wanted to duck out of. I think that's the worst. Erica, how is Matt McCat? He's good. He's just been working. It sounds like him and Frank maybe just had they either had a falling out, or maybe Matt is just like just people getting to different phases and they just like stop talking to folks for a while. It sounds like he's just like away doing like cat stuff. Maybe the city needs him to work full time because he's the only cat on the payroll. So he's just don't expect him to be showing up for Friday episodes is sort of how Frank put it. But I mean, like he's still like alive and living and still, like rolling around in catnip and stuff like that. It yeah, that's what I need. One less cat in my life. Okay, don't need to think about that. I'll cry. And Tuesdays are like why are Tuesdays like this now? Because ever since 2025, Gray doesn't upload that day, and then like we have stuff going on. Tuesdays are just hot. Rob is just doing the kung fu thing, super hard. We need to we need one of those like cardboard cutouts of him so people remember what he looks like because it's been that long. So when was he on last? People are gonna think we're like making up a person to talk about, like he's not a real guy, and then one day he's gonna be sitting there and people are gonna be like, Rob's real? That's what he's becoming. What, like a fictional, what, like fable character. But like he's good. He's still working. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Rob works 6, 7 days a week. Yeah, so he's not just like sitting on his phone, just like scrolling through Instagram or something like that. Wednesday was Pickle Brandon. That's his name now. He's got like the giant pickle on his wall. Look, Morty, I turned myself into a painting. And he's got he's the one that pronounces words weird, just weird. Rover 5 years. Um, I'm sorry. What's 5 years? I forgot what I just said. Yeah, that's the other thing. Rob doesn't have social media, so like he just does not know he has fans. It's the oddest. I can't wrap my head around it. Like the effort I have to put into it, and just it's crazy to just not be like not even one. I don't know. It was bad all over Krista. It was because like Chrissy Mayer was on, and then like she gets on there, and then Frank starts talking about gross stuff, and I had to start muting it, and just like she just brought up something that is so disgusting. It reminded me of something else disgusting I heard about from another like a friend of a friend did. Of course, again, I'm not gonna say it here because it's that fucking gross. Um, um, like nobody should want fame, Krista. That's not. Yeah, nobody should want this, but it's nice that Rob doesn't need it. I'll put it that way. Um, yeah, Tuesday was just. I guess it's good. I have no appetite. Of course, don't eat during. Quite frankly, and then like the worst part of it is like now it's again I don't watch these because like Frank makes his shorts with AI and I don't watch shorts, so there's two reasons there. But like there's a short of it, so I had to get a notification about the short. Uh that's why people don't like women. Like that's it's not like that's why women don't like women. It's just like that's why people don't like women. Don't that was just like the most disgusting thing. Again, 10.5 years. That has to be the most disgusting thing. Somebody just said out of their mouth on purpose. It wasn't funny. It wasn't insightful. It wasn't cute. It wasn't charming. And I couldn't go anywhere. I just had to sit there, and then it just happened. And then Frank said what he said, and it's like that's one topic I don't mess with. And then you're just bringing it up, and it's just because she's there. Because Frank's never like that on his own. It's not Frank's fault. He was under the influence, and it was bad. And it was only Tuesday. Anyway, Wednesday, Pickle Brandon's up there saying his weird pronunciations. And he was talking about he was going to be running out of time. But then he ended up staying for, I forgot how long it drug on for. But finally, Brian Owens said, "Is he out of time yet?" It took about 3 minutes for me to be able to type back at him, and I was still laughing about it. 5 minutes. I was lost, losing my shit. Because it just, those weird pronunciations just went on for a bit too long. It was irking me. I know it was irking everybody else. Ugh. Dill, yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember. It was disgusting. Yeah, it's not even a like you shouldn't speak that way as a human. It's like like a human being should not say those words in front of other people. But like there's things that you learn, things that you hear about, and they're so terrible. You can never tell anybody else. That you just cannot put that in somebody else's head. There's just certain things you and I learn about going through life. Like, think about all the things the Zells have come across. They're not going to tell people that kind of shit because it's too horrible and disgusting. Some things you learn and keep to yourself forever, and then there's some things you learn and you can tell other people, and there's a fucking chasm in between what those things are, and it's never okay to repeat certain things for any no. Maybe write it down, don't say no. Anyway, so Frank Zell called in because Frank has that speak pipe. It sounded like he said sweet pipe at first, like, hey, sweet pipe, bro. But it's just like an email, or it's a website that's voicemail. So that's how people getting in these voicemail calls. And the audio quality is so clear. We never hear Frank Zell's voice that clear. The only time you can hear Frank Zell's voice that clearly is on the True Crime podcast from not this last December, but the December before. I've got it in my Zell's playlist. Oh my god, you can just hear him so well. But that's what Frank's using tonight to get like crazy stories because people are gonna compete for some kind of prize tonight at the show. Who said that? No, okay, yeah. Wednesday we go over to Morning Sickness Matt afterwards. Matt Christensen. Now they've been together for 11 months. The next show that Frank and Matt Christensen do together will be their 1 year anniversary. I wonder what presents they're going to get for one another. But I was thinking this, but Matt even said this. He's like, you shouldn't Jurassic Park dire wolves. It's like, thank you. We were just saying that on Tuesday. Glad we're on the same page. I knew I liked that guy for some reason. Dude, I'm going to eat Thursday. I'm going to eat at Lisa Gray's house because she was cooking all of the food. That, all like banana pudding with vanilla wafers and stuff like that. Just all the like snacks and good stuff. I can't even remember. I'm just so fucking hungry. Did this happen before Jay Dyer was on? Now, because again, with my memory, I don't know. Jay Dyer doesn't sit in front of books anymore. He's got this giant neon sign. It's very Florida. It's a flamingo. It's a palm tree. Like the whole thing is a circle. And his wall is like light gray, super light gray. And then his shirt is pink with writing on it. I thought I was watching a commercial for Florida Man Coffee. That's Graystow Plays' coffee. So what is Jay Dyer doing chilling for Gray? I swear to God, I'm like, do I think about Jay Dyer or do I think about Florida Man Coffee? Now I'm thinking about Graystow Plays and thinking about video games. I don't know what to. And then Jay didn't have the decency to wear a low cut top, so I couldn't even eye hump the man. I gotta kind of give him a heart. He's a Capricorn. He's not that bad looking. Jenna, if you watch the Tuesday show, do it on an empty stomach. Um, that's it. I don't want to say yes, watch it, but there were good parts of it. But it's also like probably the worst show I've sat through. So again, if you get through it, if you got through this whole week of shows and didn't leave once, you are frankly it doesn't usually get this bad, but you got through it. Krista said it's so played out, the neon synthwave typeset. Every podcast has it, so unoriginal. It's everybody, like we just saw Dilly with this sign. Now we've got the friggin' Florida Man Coffee advertisement. I don't even know if Jay Dyer knows who Graystow Plays is. That's what's fucking me up about. Like, you don't even know each other. Why are you selling his product? Like, I'm wearing a Graystow Plays shirt because I'm a fan. Wheelie Bill Cooper killing me, Nikki. Just, what is going on? Beat Chap, he runs the Spy Network YouTube channel, Has informative YouTube video content. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, with that fucking neon sign. And he wasn't even dressed sexy, so hat on. There was nothing to see. That's not sexy at all. And then Edward Bernays said, oh, he was saying lowest common denominator, but like he said denom instead of denominator, but I just sort of read it wrong as lowest common demon. And then we're all like, hey, that kind of works. Cool. Lowest common demon. Yeah, NPC. Jay Dyer said that his audience, I don't know why this came up, but because it'll show you your stats on YouTube, YT Studio. I guess his audience is between 20 and 40. Like there's a few stragglers, but basically between 20 and 40. And then somebody said that he's 46. So I don't know if he understands, but that makes him a dad. Like I know he's got a family in real life, but that makes you a dad online. So you need to be a dad to your channel. Like this channel, folks are like older than me chronologically. Totally different. Everybody's younger than him, so they're looking up to him like he's their father, so he's going to have to be fatherly towards them. You should take a page out of Gray Still Plays' book, because you might not want the responsibility, but you've got it. And over-the-counter junkies taking your magnesium to trip balls and whatnot. Okay, no, this was a joint effort. No, Ed Bernays said assy knoll, like instead of grassy knoll. It kind of made me think of Assy McGee. I didn't watch that show a lot, but it was just something silly on probably Adult Swim. Anyway, Assy Knoll. I'm like, yeah, that's the parody porn where they just park and yeah, you can imagine. Nobody looks into that grassy knoll guy. Nobody's done a background check on him. And I swear, right when I was looking at my phone, because Frank rarely puts updates on YouTube community posts, but then he had this whole paragraph talking about after 5 years, Frank's got super chats back on his channel. Because he asked about, let's say like 3 weeks ago, and they're like, oh, it takes a month to hear back. But he heard back and he got him back. So when you go to his channel, can't use mine for an example. I'm not monetized here. I mean, I do have super chats in the description, but 30% doesn't go to YouTube. But Frank does have those now, so it's like off on the side. It's got like the little dollar sign thing. And anytime somebody super chats, I get an animation on my screen, so fuck you. Use quitefranklysuperchat.com. Fuck. And fuck YouTube for putting that animation on my screen. I knew all that was going to do was make my job harder, and here it is. It's good for Frank, though, so it's okay. I can put up with it. Beachap, yep, that's some reasonable entertainment parody songs from different artists, including Weird Al Yankovic. Oh, cool. Gotta love Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, so Friday we had the super chats back. And I just asked a random question because Frank was playing some 60s song, and I'm like, who brought organs into the 60s? I didn't think I was going to get an answer, but somebody said John Hammond. I don't know who that is, but I wrote it down. Who was the guest on Friday? He was smoking a cigarette. Oh, Matt, the comedian guy, Baldwin. There we go. Yeah, Dill. Yeah, 30% is ridiculous. And then somebody else was saying that if you super chat through your iPhone, Apple takes an additional 30%. So then the creator is getting, dick. And that's how it is with memberships too. Again, I know I'm like a membership I have that on Grace Still Plays' channel, and it even tells me through my information. If I were to have memberships on my channel, if people subscribe to it, I would get 70%, and then YouTube gets the rest. So like they tell you like it's not a surprise, but it's still a fucking lot. Versus like 100% you could give to Frank. And then Frank was playing like these clips. It's just like when they take a regular song and say just take parts of the song, and then that makes it sit. That makes it silly. But I forget like the original song this comes from, which is the beginning. It was so funny at the time. That's why I'm laughing now. But the start of the song is the guy just says, "It's not in the way." Like, hey man, you gotta move your car, man. You're double parked or blocking me. Play this. I'm laughing about it like I'm a drunk or something like that. At the time, I was losing my shit. Right, everybody was like dying. Like it was that fun. It's not in the way. It wasn't in the way though. And then he's never played that before. I think that's why it got to me so bad. That's the one that he has played before. Nirvana Unplugged. That's something I grew up with, but it's Nirvana. The song is "Come as You Are," or like the first line in the song is "Come as You Are." Sorry. So it's like the intro, the guitar playing, like the camera, sweeps by, and it's just Kurt Cobain saying "Come." Cut right to the end of the song when the song's ended and the applause. It's so stupid to talk about, but to see it, it's so funny. And I'm not gonna sit here and sing it, of course. I don't know if you get copyright struck for like singing a note, but after the fucking week we've had at the show, and after the week I've had in real life, I think we deserve to laugh at some random stupid shit that makes zero fucking sense. Because it's so hard to hang on this week, knowing there's nothing to do but just go through it. Yeah, no, it's not in the way. And then he kept playing. I'm crying now. It's so funny. He kept playing. And it got funnier each time. Oh my god. So just after hearing about bugs and all this sick shit for days, and it's like it keeps coming up, and like the Friday show, immediately on the Friday show, the very first topic Frank brings up is fucking disgusting. So now he's doing it on his own, and then he gets the guest in on it. So I did not like that show either. I wanted to fucking book it right then, but like it got better as it went. It wasn't the Tuesday show. It's out of the way. If I had eaten, I'd be laughing a lot louder right now. I can tell you that. But that's okay. If you go to the description of this show right now, I've got a link to Quite Frankly's Twitch, because he is going to be going live on Rumble only at 9 p.m. Rumble eats cock with their animated emojis you cannot turn off, and they're always just sitting there above where you type. So I will be going to Rumble on my TV, and I don't know what my hair is doing. It's just like nothing is cooperating, including my hair, so pardon the lopsidedness. I'll be watching on Rumble. I will be on the Twitch chat room, Quite Frankly Twitch, chatting. So if you guys want, like, go check it out. I guess watch it on Rumble and chat on Rumble if you want. I can't tell you not to go there, but I'm gonna be watching over on, or chatting over on Twitch to see what's going on. I want to see what these guys' crazy stories are. I want to see who's gonna like win the story. Hopefully, somebody says will remind me of something, or like those silly names Krista mentioned, and I can write them down because I swear I had one. It was so good. Shoot, I can only remember half of it. Okay, it's that friggin' it's not in the way. What is that song though? Like I swear I used to know it, and it's. I guess I can just look it up. It's not in the way. I would laugh too much; it would hurt. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to Frank on Twitch, do that because he does go live from there sometimes, doing the gaming thing on the weekends, or sometimes like way late after a show. It's like when he's done with his days, so it'll be like 11 at night. Oh, John Rogers says YouTube says he'll be on at 9. Oh, will he be on at 9 on you know the good place? That's right. Now that you mentioned it, it did have a. I was just looking at this before I came here. I'm so on top of it with my no food. Um, okay, yeah, so it does say it's gonna be live on YouTube, so I'm gonna look there first. Toto, yeah, Dill Brody, thank you. Is it Dill like the Y is like an I? I don't want to hold the line by Toto Rover. Thank you. Okay, yeah, well, this does say Frank is going to be live on YouTube, but like, worst case scenario, if he cuts it off there and he's just live on Rumble, then I will be in Frank's Twitch chat room. And, oh, okay, never mind, sorry. I forgot to turn the phone on, but nobody called, so that's okay. Yeah, so the link to that is in the description for the show. There's also a link to Keto Brainz. Use promo code Frankly to support, quite frankly. Help him keep the lights on. And check out our film for this month. It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Link is in the description. We're going to be reviewing that, not next week, but the following day. I go live on Saturday. Next Saturday is gonna be the smoking show. So it's of course I'm gonna like review the whole week as usual, but I'm sure I'm gonna be just like this but worse. Except out on the balcony. So that's gonna be that show. Just keeping it kind of loose for the day before 420. Oh, we owe you. Bill Cooper said Mike last night telling Frank he thought he had herpes for 2 years before the doctor told him he didn't. Yeah. What the actual hell? Like it's funny to say like is a stand-up thing, but it's not funny to like did this guy really think he had that sickness for 2 years and just like lived his life that way? That makes it quite sad. So you gotta kind of be careful with a story like that. And like it is permanent as well. It's that kind of guy. I don't know what his shtick is. John Rogers, at least I can throw in the DVD, lol. Yeah. Absolutely. If you do find Monty Python and the Holy Grail on DVD, it's like jam packed with extras. Check it out. Very good information in there. And I do know like a lot about it just from memory. So I could, talk about that. I am gonna watch it. I haven't seen it in years. It'll be fun to watch. Again, if you like the shirt, it's Gray Still Plays, Not Today Satan, link in the description. Not sponsored by him either. I just love everything he does. Gray cracks me up. Gets me through the time between episodes of, quite frankly, and Dark Shadows. So yeah, do check out Keto Brainz if you're thinking about it. I already thought about it for you. It's awesome. Check it out. And please do like the show on the way out. Don't forget your pants because we get to throw them right back on the floor over it, quite frankly, in about half an hour. And then next week is just a regular week. Nothing out of the ordinary. At least, frankly wise, we're just gonna go there, show up. It can't be like this week. And just moving right along through the month. Oh, Krista, fun chat. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being Frankly's. and showed up to the show all week. It's never been that bad. So if you got through last week, you can get through absolutely anything at quite frankly. That is so rare. You know, like you give it another 10 years, you might have another rough episode like that. Or we might have another one this year. Who knows? But you know, if you can choke that down, you can choke down absolutely anything that can come your way at quite frankly. So you guys are awesome. And I love seeing you guys. Thanks for giving me a platform to see you guys on so we get some extra time together. And I wouldn't have a channel without you guys. So thank you for that too. I'll be chappy. I keep forgetting about the quite frankly live streams, plus haven't got much data left. They're a little bit like time wise. Sometimes he's live for, you know, like 20 minutes, sometimes it's an hour or so. It does vary. But do show up just for the information that you get there that you don't get on the regular show. And I don't know where he puts information other than I don't stalk the man going to quite frankly TV all the time and checking all the social media and all that deal. It's just Frank, man. We get enough of him at night. So yeah, thanks again for showing up. And I hope to see you guys in about a half an hour, quite frankly, with some silly, fun stories. Maybe that'll kick something off for next week. So check out Monty Python's. Check out anything Monty Python, especially the Holy Grail. If you do have any movie suggestions for next month, you can always put those in the suggestions anywhere at all. I will get those. We'll throw them in the mix. Dragon Sage says, thanks to me. Yeah, thank you. One to go to. Thank you so much. You make being frankly really real for me. Oh my god, thank you. Also seems like I got 10 gigabits. Beach app. All right, nice. Oh, whale, you Bill Cooper. Good night, Nikki. Yeah, good night. Erica, yeah, Faulty Towers is fun. Yeah. I haven't seen that in for like back when, you know, like shoot the 90s. It's been a minute. But yeah. Anything the Monty Python boys do that they have their hand in is good in my experience. Like I've never seen them involved in something and it sucked. So it's you can trust those fellas. So yeah, love you all. Get something to eat, stay warm, stay safe, stay based, stay sexy. Yeah, John Rogers, see you soon. Erica, yeah, don't mention the war. And until next